situations actually throw away innovation. The circumstances bring, they ignite innovations. You must have heard of the how this idea came up. You must have heard of village defense committees. I think some of you must have heard about VDCs. Now they are known as village defense guards. Now that is one area I will just briefly mention about. The other is police community partnership groups. You know, community and police have a joint responsibility to fight not only crime but also terrorism. So this should not be left only to policing. So our community and police must come together. So that is second area. Third is I think some of you must have heard, I don't know about the kids, Operation All Out. It started in 2017 and is still going on. And that has actually brought what you see the change in Jammu and Kashmir, in change in situation. Now, first area, I'll start with village defense guards. It so happened, this is Pir Panchal area of Jammu region. It's largely hilly. Unlike Kashmir Valley, this is all the Doda district highway, which I am saying. This is Kashmir Valley. Largely, Kashmir Valley is plain, whereas Jammu region is, much of it is hilly area. So in the early 90s, when terrorism was spilling over from Pir Panchal range towards, from Kashmir Valley towards Jammu region. So I'm talking of 1990, 91, 92. So we all were worried what will happen when these terrorists occupy these hilly areas and mountains. And you know, Jammu region is sparsely populated, unlike Kashmir Valley. इसमें mixed population, both Hindus and Muslims. So terrorists started, कई बार होता ना, जो आप बोलते हैं वो सच हो जाता है. Our apprehension was, how will we protect people in these difficult terrains? Most of us, most of those army officers, police officers, CAPF officers were worried about how the biggest challenge was how to protect the civilian population in these areas. And that is when terrorists started attacking the civilian population. Many of them, in fact, they resorted to massacres. You must have heard, those who are of my age must have heard of lot of massacres taking place in Jammu, hills of Jammu region. The idea was basically Pakistan deep state was trying to, what they did in Kashmir Valley, forcing the Hindu minority from Kashmir Valley to run ethnic cleansing in Kashmir. Similar thing they wanted to do in Jammu region. And this in aim, they started attacking the civilian population. So, but you know, as I said, situations throw away innovations. So, I will narrate you how this idea of village defense committee came. It was 1995. I was in district Udhampur as SSP. If you see serial number 4. Now, serial number 4 is Udhampur, serial number 5 is Riyasi. You can see in blue serial number 5 and in red serial number 6. Now there is a village known as Bagankote in Riyasi district, and one day, I'm talking of 1995, one day I get a message that the terrorists attacked this village and they have killed 2 people and injured many of them. Naturally, as a district SP, those days Riyasi was subdivision of Udhampur district. So when I reached the spot, the villagers had come down from the mountain and they were all there waiting for me with the request. They had brought those 2 dead bodies there, and they were requesting that initially they said we didn't, when terrorists attacked, the terrorists were armed with AK-47 rifles. We did not have any firearm, not even 12 bore gun. हमारे पास, उन्होंने कहा हमारे पास कुल्हाड़ी और दराटी थी. You know कुल्हाड़ी is used for cutting wood, and दराटी is in Dogri is जिससे आप घास काटते हैं, sickle. So they said we are not armed even with 12 bore guns. So can you, if you give us weapons, we can, in fact this group of terrorists which attacked us, they killed our 2 people, but we fought with them and we killed these 2 terrorists who were armed with AK-47 rifles with these kulahadi and dharati, these local implements. They said, please provide us arms. That was their demand. The first thing I did was, those who lost their life, both of the martyrs had their daughters. They didn't have sons. So दोनों लड़कियों को appointment किया as constable then and there. And from there I gave a message to police headquarters that people are demanding weapons. If you allow me, because there was no government order for providing arming the people. So those days we didn't have mobiles. So on wireless set, I requested and got the reply, okay, distribute 10 weapons. So I gave 303 rifles to those villagers. And this is how first VDC came into being. That was a village Bagankote in then Riyasi subdivision. Now it is a district. Later on, it was followed by a formal government order by the Home Department constituting village defense committees, issuing or directing all the deputy commissioners and superintendents of police to constitute VDCs in each district, which should have, giving all the details, which should have so many members, 10 to 15 members who should be trained, who should be armed, who should have so much of ammunition. And this is how in all the affected areas of all the districts, the VDCs were constituted, and the concept of VDC took birth. So situation actually threw up this idea. It was God Almighty, and मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, अगर VDCs नहीं बनती, आज जम्मू के इलाकों में हिंदू नहीं रह सकते थे. Because that is what deep state of Pakistan wanted. जो कश्मीर में किया, वो वहां जम्मू रीजन से एथनिक क्लींजिंग करना चाहते थे. और कई रात एनकाउंटर्स हुए, क्योंकि पहाड़ी इलाके में एक गांव इस पहाड़ी पे है, दूसरा गांव इस पहाड़ी पे है. आर्मी या CAPF या पुलिस पहुंचने में 4-5 घंटे लगते हैं. It takes time. You have to track, because unlike valley, it's वहां hilly area में एक रोड है या 2 रोड है. Most of the area you have to track on foot. तो इवन फौज को, पुलिस को, सीएपीएफ को पहुंचने में 4-4, 5-5 घंटे लगते। तो तब तक लोग अपनी राइफल से सारी सारी रात लड़ते थे और होल्ड करते थे टेररिस्टों को जब तक रीइंफोर्समेंट आती थी। दिस इज हाउ। और कई जगहों पे दे वर ओवररन बाय टेररिस्ट बिकॉज उनका एम्युनिशन खत्म हो गया और उन सबको मैसेकर हो जाता। तो इस बहादुरी से जम्मू के पहाड़ी के इलाकों में लोगों ने लड़ाई की टेररिज्म से, और इसीलिए वो आज बच पाएगा। सो ये बात बहुत कम लोग कंट्री में जानते हैं कि वीडीसीज का कितना बड़ा योगदान है टेररिज्म के साथ लड़ाई करने में और एथनिक क्लींजिंग को रोकने में जम्मू रीजन से। अदरवाइज आज ये सारे भी विस्थापित होते। सो दैट इज वन एरिया आई वांटेड टू टॉक। इसमें ऑर्डर में ये भी था कि सभी कम्युनिटीज के लोग होने चाहिए, which has been done by all DMs and SPs। उनका क्रिमिनल रिकॉर्ड नहीं होना चाहिए, उनकी प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग, और आप उनको वी आर गिविंग इवन सेमी ऑटोमेटिक वेपन्स लाइक SLRs एंड वेपन्स लाइक दैट, ताकि वो कम्युनिकेट भी कर सके। उनको वायरलेस सेट्स भी दिए। आजकल वैसे जरूरत नहीं है, आज मोबाइल आपके पास सबसे बढ़िया कम्युनिकेशन है। बट दिस इज व्हाट VDCs have done. Now coming to the second area, now this is how VDCs were trained. Now coming to the second issue I wanted to share with you, community policing, which is police community partnership groups. Now you know, we have in a situation like Jammu and Kashmir, the role of local police is very, very crucial. I think many people in this country do not know the sacrifices of J&K police. आपको पता होना चाहिए about 90% of the operations, 90% of the operations launched in Jammu and Kashmir are based on information provided by J&K police. और जो कुर्बानी J&K पुलिस ने टेररिज्म को लड़ने में दी है, शायद ही देश में क्या दुनिया में सिविल पुलिस ने इतनी बड़ी कुर्बानी नहीं दी है। आपको मालूम होना चाहिए 1700 policemen have sacrificed their lives to save this country. 1700, which is a big number, and thousands were injured. इसमें इंजर्ड में there are 7 Director General Police rank P officers and many senior officers also got injured and laid down their lives. It is an officer-led force. और इस को रिकॉग्नाइज करने के लिए 2003 में उस वक्त के राष्ट्रपति, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया, came all the way from Rashtrapati Bhavan to Jammu and presented colors to J&K police. So this fact is not known to many people. Now, fighting terrorism के लिए आप जरूरी है, क्राइम से लड़ने के लिए ये आपकी भागीदारी है पुलिस की और कम्युनिटी की, और उसके लिए यू हैव टू हैव वेरी क्लोज रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द पुलिस एंड द कम्युनिटी. यू नो, जनरली पुलिस इज नॉट ट्रस्टेड. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ gaps between police and the community. तो आप चाहे ड्रग प्रॉब्लम हो, चाहे क्राइम, जनरल अदर क्राइम से लड़ना हो, टेररिज्म से लड़ना हो, you need to have a very close rapport between community and police. So that is why this concept was started in the late 90s and it yielded results. इसमें we issued a detailed order that each police station will identify respectable people from all the communities in his area, और वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट एसपी चुनेगा और उसकी महीने में एक बार मीटिंग होगी. उसमें क्रिमिनल रिकॉर्ड वाला कोई नहीं होना चाहिए. Those who have criminal record cannot be members of the PCPG. PCPG में हर कम्युनिटी के लोग होने चाहिए, हर सोशल फैब्रिक के लोग होने चाहिए। उनका महीने में एक बार मीटिंग एसएचओ लेगा, उसमें सभी डिपार्टमेंट्स के लोग आएंगे। डिप्टी कमिश्नर से भी रिक्वेस्ट की जाती है जब डिस्ट्रिक्ट एसपी मीटिंग करते हैं कि बहुत सारे इश्यूज दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट्स के होते हैं। अगर यहाँ डिप्टी कमिश्नर यहाँ के भी बैठे हैं, बहुत सारे इश्यूज हैं जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट कर देती है। अगर बिजली का ट्रांसफार्मर उड़ गया, इसको पुलिस से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है, या आपके स्कूल में प्रिंसिपल नहीं है, या आपका डॉक्टर नहीं है हॉस्पिटल में, तो इट बिकम्स ए लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इशू अनलेस एड्रेस। तो इसमें कंसर्न डिपार्टमेंट के जो सीनियर ऑफिसर्स हैं उनसे रिक्वेस्ट की जाती है, उसमें मिनट्स बनाए जाते हैं और वो कंसर्न सभी को भेजे जाते हैं, इंक्लूडिंग द डीएम ऑफ द डिप्टी कमिश्नर ऑफ द डिस्ट्रिक्ट एंड हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट्स ऑफ द डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स। तो उस पे फॉलो अप किया जाता, और एवरी 2 months the sub divisional officer will hold meeting, and every 3 months the district SP must attend the meeting, and it is even supervisory senior officers can also follow up. So this brought lot of cooperation between the community and the police, and this was game changing. That's why today you see the results what today you see in Jammu and Kashmir. So PCPG was game changing. Third is Operation All Out. You must have heard, some of you, we started in Operation All Out after all hell broke down in Kashmir Valley. आपने बुरहान वानी का नाम सुना होगा, बुरहान वानी. That he was poster boy of terrorism in Kashmir, and that is how the deep state of Pakistan and the terrorists made him poster boy. And when he was killed in an operation in 2016 7th 8th July, all पूरा कश्मीर बॉयल हो गया और बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हुई. And you know, there was a total collapse of every institution of Kashmir in that particular period, almost like 1990s. Things were so bad, and terrorist ranks started rising because forces की movement बंद हो गई. आर्मी, सीएपीएफ, पुलिस बाहर निकलना कम हो गया, मूवमेंट कम हो गई, टेररिस्ट ऑपरेशन बंद हो गए. So in this, you know, they फ्री जोन्स बन गए, बहुत सारे लिबरेटेड एरिया जोन्स बन गए. खासकर साउथ कश्मीर में आप डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में जा ही नहीं सकते थे. सड़कें खोद दी थी जेसीबी, बहुत सारे रोड्स में पेड़ काट के डाल दिए गए, बिजली के पोल्स डाल दिए गए, so that there is no movement of forces. अगर फोर्सेस आती थी उन पर पत्थरबाजी होती थी, और एक दिन में 60 जगह पर पत्थरबाजी होती थी. So that was the condition. So we had to first crack down on जो पत्थर मारते थे, उनके इंस्टिगेटर थे. तो in fact thousands of cases were registered, thousands of stone pelters and their instigators were arrested, and Public Safety Act में उनको detain करके स्टेट से बाहर भेजना पड़ा. That is how it took us about 6, 7, 8 months to bring back situation a little under control. But the issue was the number of terrorists ranked rose in thousands. Now, how do you handle this situation? So we thought of this is our special operation group boys, and we launched something like this along with Indian Army and CAPF. We thought the superior tactics and the firepower of Army, Indian Army and the CAPF, along with ground hold of the local police, the special operation group, which has all the intelligence, network in its area. In सबको मिलाकर we started Operation All Out and identified top commanders. For example, take Shopaya. So, which are the top 10? Instead of focusing on hundreds of them, just top 10 and go after them. And we went after them and started eliminating them one by one. And this is how today you see Jammu and Kashmir what it is. Thank you very much.